Something is off about this whole video, both literally and figuratively. In this video, there is a secret hidden somewhere. That secret can lead you to a secret video, and that video is a teaser for an upcoming Fakemon video that I've seen be very anticipated. Good luck finding it. Anyways, Fakemon! Hey guys, JodomReel's back with another video, and today is a sequel to a video I made a little while back and loved. I'm talking about this video, where me and two other Fakemon YouTubers make Fakemon based on the same prompt, inspired by a popular series by the YouTuber TrueGreen7. For that video, we used the prompt Nostalgia. This time, the prompt is the first three words of this video. Something is off. Whether it be literally or metaphorically, something is off. Another thing that's different from the first video is the cast of participants. While Proceleon is back for this one as well, we're also joined by Dark King. With no more time to lose and a strange prompt, let's get into it. When I pitched the prompt of something is off, I really didn't have an idea for my own design, to be honest. Shortly after we all started our designs for this prompt, however, I had an idea to try and do the prompt more literally than figuratively. What if I made a light bulb Pokemon that has something off about it? Well, other than the bulb itself. I had this two-stage Mon be inspired by light bulbs, but also clowns and harlequins. There is a little bit of flammable material in a traditional light bulb that burns to produce the light and is curved in a unique shape, which I incorporated into the design by making it have these clown cheeks and overalls. The overalls are mainly inspired by Mario, which is where I throw in some video game protagonist inspiration. This Pokemon feels like it's the mascot of some sort of entertainment franchise, but as all workers in the system do, this face is merely what is on the surface. I made its legs lightning bolts not just because it's electric type, but also because the way the lightning bolt bends kinda looks more animalistic than human-like. For the evolution, I added electricity hair to resemble the ball-topped hairdo clowns are sometimes depicted with. I made the red clown nose and cheeks resemble a face above the broken light bulb head. But the cracked bulb, while looking and functioning like a mouth, houses the energy eye inside of its spiky teeth. Each of the hands evolved from normal light bulbs into broken bulbs to look like clawed fingers. I made the overall straps out of lightning and lengthened the electric limbs and tail. The shiny of the first stage is dark grayish blue and red, and the evolution has bright blues with pale pinks. Here is Nanuni Clown, from an anagram of uncanny and clown. The normal clown Pokemon, an electric type. Very few trainers are able to raise a Nanuni Clown, for a lot of people are frightened by how strangely uncomfortable this Pokemon makes people feel. Before Pokemon were tested via DNA to find information, people thought that this was a dark type as well as electric type. It can still learn a decent amount of dark type moves, however. At level 35, Nanuni Clown learns Colro Clobber, which functions like a dark type double Iron Bash, but it deals 40 damage instead of 60, it hits 3 times instead of 2, and it has a chance to paralyze the target instead of flinching. Nanuni Clown can evolve if you use Colro Clobber to feint an opponent, then level up at the end of that battle. Let's evolve it, shall we? Here is Havocolro, from Havoc, which this Pokemon causes, Harlequin, and Colro, which comes from Colorophobia, the fear of clowns. The untamed clown Pokemon, an electric and dark type. Havocolro is said to be untethered from our world, a beast with the only goal of defeating its enemies. It is said that trainers who have strong bonds with a Havocolro have something wrong in their head, but nobody knows how true this is because so few people are known to have a Havocolro. It is said that this is the true form of this Pokemon, and that its pre-evolution, Nanuni Clown, was made as a disguise so this Pokemon could get closer to humans a long time ago. All in all, I am really happy with how this line went, and I had fun in this collab.
Something is off. A phrase used to denote a feeling that things are not quite the way they should be. In its most benign form, this could simply mean a small change, such as an object in the wrong place, or a door being unlocked. But more often than not, this phrase takes on a more sinister meaning. And sometimes, your intuition turns out to be correct.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Jotum, for having me. When given the prompt, "something is off," I wanted to capture the feeling of never really knowing what's real and what's not. My initial thought was to add to the surprisingly small number of mimic Pokemon that we have, because they are supposed to look normal, but there's always something off about them to give them away. So what if there was no right answer? What if the fake and the real one were the same thing? That's where the snakes come in. Red touches yellow, you're a dead fellow. Red touches black, you're alright, Jack. If that saying sounds familiar to you, it is referring to the difference between the venomous coral snake and the harmless king snake. The idea is to take these two snakes and merge them into one Pokemon with two forms that mimic each other. There is no right answer, and bringing all that together is the idea of the Pokeball mimic. So you'd find what you think is an item, but it's actually the rounded head of one of this Pokemon's forms. Which form do you find? You'll just have to figure it out. Fake, the ball snake Pokemon. Single stripe form. Normal type. A friendly Pokemon that adapted to disguising itself as a fungus. An old saying about Fake states, "If red touches black, the Pokemon will not attack." Fake, the ball snake Pokemon. Double stripe form. Normal type. An aggressive Pokemon that adapted to disguising itself as a Voltorb. An old saying about Fake states, "If red touches white, the Pokemon will fight." For this second entry, I wanted to take a more sinister approach to the concept of a mimic, where Fake uses its mimicry for defense This one uses mimicry to hunt, because this isn't just a deer. In fact, it's not a deer at all. It's a knot deer. Knot deer are a North American cryptid notorious for imitating regular deer, but the way they look and act is anything but. Forward-facing eyes, an upright stance, and a mouthful of sharp teeth all give away that this is not a real deer. And for this Pokemon, or should I say, Ultra Beast, they're all that separates it from a regular Sawsbuck. Be wary, traveler, for you have just run into Oddbuck, the Deer Stalker Pokemon. Ice and Poison type. After appearing from the Ultra Wormhole, reports of missing people increased around its area. Resembling a Sawsbuck, it is known as UB Imposter.
And there you have it. 3 Fakemon artists making Fakemon from the same prompt. Which design in this video was your favorite? Tell me in the comments. Thanks so much again for Proceleon and Dirt King for participating in this video. Both of their channels will be linked in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the future.